Hello, everybody. This is JR, the Spider Rider, or James for those who know me personally. And today, what I'm coming at you with is a piece of safety equipment that is used on your motorcycle helmet to help people see you more visibly in the daytime and at night. This piece of equipment is called the Break Free Smart Light. And this is kind of what it looks like. I hope you're getting a good picture of that. I hope it's focusing and everything for you. But what we're going to do today is we're going to do an unboxing, and then I'm going to install it on this helmet right here so everybody can see how it works. Um, I found this piece of equipment by looking on the internet because I wanted something that was, more make me more visible when I'm riding. And I looked all over the place. I saw different things that could work, but I like this one because it doesn't require you to do any modifications to your bike. What it has is on the inside of it, has what they call accelerometers, and what these accelerometers do is similar to what your phone. When your phone you change direction, it picks that up. What it does is it picks up the motion when you start to brake or when you start to gear down, and it'll make the helmet lights go brighter. I think that's a useful little piece of safety equipment, especially with motorcycles are not always seen, but I think this piece of equipment will help help you be seen more and keep you safer when you're on the road. So we're gonna go ahead and start unboxing this. I've already cut this because I couldn't wait to open it, but before I shot. But anyway, opening the box, you get a break free quick start guide, and it looks like it has multiple, I think it has multiple translations on it. Multiple translations. So let's see here. No, actually, it doesn't. It says translation, but all of these instructions are in English. And I guess if you need it translated, that's what that's for. My bad. If you need it translated, you use the QR code to get your translation. But this one is in English. And once again, that's break free. Comes with the quick start guide, what looks like a template for mounting it onto your helmet. Piece of foam. Not sure why that's there, but hey, it works. Um, and the break free attachment itself. That's what it looks like. And inside the box, we got some more stuff. We have a charging cable and two mounts. Now, one of the things that I did do beforehand is I questioned whether it would fit my helmet because I have a really large head. I mean, my helmet's pretty big. So in that case, they included an extra large mount so it'll fit on larger helmets, and they also put a smaller mount in here for those of you who have smaller helmets. Um, I did order a extra set, so I know that when I get my next helmet, I'm gonna want to be able to use it. And if you got a rider, if you have an extra helmet for a passenger, maybe if it's a woman especially, maybe they don't have such a big head. You can take this, mount this on their helmet, and when they're sitting behind you, you can put it on their helmet instead of your helmet, and you'll still be visible to the cars coming. So that's what we got so far. It's relatively lightweight. Um, it looks like it's very well made. It's hard plastic, so it looks like it's very well made. Um, but if you'll bear with me, I can actually go get my little scale and tell you exactly how much this thing weighs. Give me just a second, and I'll be right back. So, as promised, I went and got my trusty little scale. This is what I use for measure my food portions, but I'm going to give you a quick little uh, testimony on how much it weighs. I got it set to ounces right now, and I'm going to put it on here. And it looks like it weighs about 7.1 ounces, so it's relatively light. I mean, so with it only weighing that much, it shouldn't cause you too much fatigue when you're riding because it's not going to be weighing you down a whole bunch. I also brought my little handy dandy measuring tape so you can kind of see what the width of it is. It's looks like it's about at the widest point. Looks like it's about 3 1/4 wide, three and a quarter high rather, and 6.5 inches wide. So it's not that big. As you can see, I got a fairly large hand. As you can see how it fits in my hand right here. But yeah, it's not that big of an item. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the install for it. It included an alcohol swab, which I have seemed to have misplaced all of a sudden. And that alcohol swab is used to clean it. Hopefully, what did I do with it? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's somewhere around here. Got to get that alcohol swab because you want the surface to be clean because these things have the 3M adhesive in it, and you got to make sure these things are clean. Otherwise, they'll be oh, there it is. Got it. Or they'll come off once they're installed. Now, the way this goes on is looking at it. This is the top, so you want the big part of the triangle to go on the bottom, and it's gonna go in something like that. So it snaps into place, and that seems really secure. So you're gonna have to, yeah, you have to put a little pressure to actually take it off. So once it's on there pretty good, which is a pleasing thing for me. All right, so it gives you instruction says please read quick start guide. Seriously, read the quick start guide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a quick brief and skinny on the quick start guide before we move forward with this. All right. So it says to test fit, making sure that the mount is flat up against the helmet. And like I said, this is a really big helmet, so it actually fits pretty well with it because it's got quite an opening here. So if you had a smaller helmet, it'll fit that as well. But anyway, what it says to do is to do a test fit, which I test fitted it, and make sure that the curvature fits the helmet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take I know I'm going to have to use, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to use the bigger one. I'm going to try the smaller one and see how that works. But something tells me that it's just not going to be quite enough. I mean, it actually, oh, hold up. Actually, it does stick to it without adding a whole bunch of room. But I'm going to try the bigger one as well, just so I can be sure. You see, it's pretty sturdy when it goes on there, so you ain't got to worry about it coming off. Try this one, and that one puts a little bit more space in between the helmet and the unit itself. Probably about a good 1/4 of an inch. I don't know. I think that's about a 1/4 of an inch that it adds to it by using that particular one. Yeah, about what? Actually, almost a 1/2 inch. Wow, that's a lot. So I'm gonna try the small one first and see if that one's gonna work, and go from there. Now, it gives you this template here, and it says you can tape that to get the ideal fitment. Now, I did do the necessaries by getting some tape, and I'm gonna tape it right beneath the HJC on my helmet. I have an HJC helmet, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape it. Actually, I don't even think I need to tape it because the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna actually, no, I better tape it. So I'm gonna tape it to it using some masking tape, and then I'm going to take the alcohol prep pad and wipe off the location, and then I'm going to stick it on there. So I'll take a little piece of tape and line this up with the center. They said I got to get it kind of level, because me being that guy that I am, I'm a little OCD. If I don't get it just perfect, I'll be ripping it off and redoing it. So I think that's pretty level. So I'm going to tape this side. Check it again. Looks pretty good. Now I'm going to tape the other side. So there, that looks pretty level. Based on the way the line is lining up with the helmet, looks pretty level. So that's what you got. Now, next step, according to the quick start guide that they definitely tell you to read first, is to take the alcohol swab and clean the helmet off. So I'm going to take this, take the alcohol swab. They provided this. I mean, one thing I've noticed with A lot of the things that you do on your motorcycle, if you're using these 3M things, you have to use a lot of alcohol swabs. So honestly, I have a ton of these things around so I could keep this thing clean. So I could clean things off with, rather. Now I'm going to let that dry. And then it says to take the, remove the adhesive backing. Gotta let that dry a little more. Remove the adhesive backing and place it on there. And as soon as this dries, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Blowing on a little bit to get it to dry up. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm going to remove this decal from this 3M sticky foam. If I can get my fingernail underneath it. One of the things, if you don't have, you're not a person who has fingernails, it's going to be a little tricky to get the decal off. But there we go. Got it to come off. So you pull that off. Oh man, that's strong. That is super strong. So put it into place, line it up, put it into place, and press and hold for 60 seconds as it was recommended. So I'm gonna stick it on there and press the, one of the things that might be a good tip when you're using this kind of stuff right here is to take a heat gun, heat the glue up a little bit. That makes it get a little more tacky. I didn't take that tip, but you can, for those of you who want to ensure make it stick a little bit better, probably is to heat it up a little bit with the heat gun or a blow dryer, something of that nature. So there you have it. It's on there. It is on there. Keep holding that. Keep holding it. And once I feel like it's pretty secure, which it feels pretty secure already, because that tape, that glue is something else, man. Oh, God. Yeah, that thing is sticking pretty doggone good. So now that I've got that on there, I can take the template off. I have to make sure I get the glue off my helmet. The tack from that tape off my helmet. Take another swab and wipe that off. But there you have it. It's on there. And looks pretty straight. Lined up in the middle. So now the only thing to do is to click it on there. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Oops, hold on. There we go. And that's what she looks like. She's on there. Still can actually see the little DOT symbol. I don't know if you noticed, this is where it's rechargeable. So, and it has the mini USB charging cable that it supplies with it. So I know many people don't have mini USB cables anymore, but there you have it. And I did not check to see if it was charged, but I'm pretty sure when they tested it a little bit, it had to have somewhat of a charge. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it off. Easily comes off, as you can see. It's got a little button on the top, and to turn it on, it says do a quick press. And it's on. And blinking. And it says on startup, the center block lights will blink together to indicate the charge level. So that's got a pretty good charge on it. So it gave me 3 blinks. So at 3 blinks, it says is between 75% and 100% charge. All right. Now, I guess it has different modes that you can go to. Hold on. See if I can't get to it. This is just the quick start guide. So what I'm going to recommend to you is if once you get, if you decide to get this thing, you need to get a to go through the tutorial page so you can look and see how it operates. But I'm going to give you a quick little skinny. Watch this. See how it does? So when you're and it doesn't take much to do it. So if you're riding down the road and you start braking, see what happens? And that's not even me jerking it a whole lot. You can jerk it and make it come on, but watch this. All it takes is just that little bit. Just that little bit. And this thing will light up to warn people behind you, hey, I'm about to brake. So, and one of the things that I do know is it has different light modes. You can by pressing the button, it's got a pulse, it's got a constant on, and then it's got one where it stays off until you actually do the braking. So, and that's what you get normally. And then you go to the next one. That's what you get, and then that's the pulsing one. So it's got 3 different modes. It's got the pulse. It's got this. It's got this one. And then, last but not least, is the pulse. And there you have it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shut this bad boy off. And I'm going to go put it on the charger. And whenever I get a chance to have somebody ride with me, I'm going to go actually see how well it works. But I anticipate it's going to work pretty well. From all the reviews of this thing, I mean, it's gotten great reviews. I would recommend it based on just the reviews. Once again, it's called Brake Free. It's I don't know what would be expensive for most people, but it was about $170. Now, for me, when it comes to safety, $170 isn't that much money. So I think it's well worth the $170. I mean, if it cost a little more, I would probably still want to have one of these on my helmet. And like I said, you can take this, you can use the other mounts, put them on different helmets. You can buy extra mounts, and if you got multiple helmets, you can just buy as many of these mounts as you need and stick them on your helmet. So there you have it, the Brake Free Smart Light. I hope this helps some people when considering safety equipment. I will try to give a complete review, like I said, once I have somebody that's actually riding behind me to tell me, oh, it performed great, man. Every time you you braked or every time you decelerated, the lights came on. So I can give you a good review of it. But for right now, that's what I got for you. I'm gonna show you the box again. And it's called Brake Free Smart Brake Light. Brake Free Smart Brake Light. That's the box it came in. And this is the gadget. Once again, I'm going to show it to you on the helmet again. Get it back on there. That's it on the helmet. Doesn't add a whole lot of bulk. Doesn't add a whole lot of